So after what I thought was kind of a lackluster summer, we're finally getting into the good movie season now. I am really, really excited for several movies coming out this fall, but I made each of us limit it to just 3 movies apiece. So what are you looking forward to this fall?
The first one that will be coming out will be The Drop. This is it seems like James Gandolfini's been dead for a long time. He's been dead just over a year, but movies still keep coming out. Well, but this is one where this is kind of another Dennis Lehane, the guy who wrote Mystic River, and I think Gone Baby Gone.
Yeah, maybe.
But anyways, so it's another kind of gritty, urban, East Coast noir. Boston, I think this one's actually New York, but kind of like, street crime on a little slightly bigger level. Things go bad. Who's going to pay for it? It's got a great cast. Thomas Hardy, I think Noomi.
Who does a really good Brooklyn accent.
Thomas Hardy can do a really good Brooklyn accent.
I'd never guess he was British in this.
So I'm really looking forward to this. This seems kind of like a good, gritty, hard-hitting way. And it's always good to see James Gandolfini again.
This comes out soon, too. It's out September 12th, so just next week. And I think it looks really good, but it's a little dark for me. Is what you would expect from something like this. Yeah. Another dark movie, but this one's my pick, Gone Girl, which is a highly, highly anticipated movie this fall. It stars Ben Affleck, and he plays a husband who is suspected of murdering his wife. She's missing. Police find her diary, and that holds most of the main clues to kind of the relationship. And this is one of those, it's based on a book, and it's one of those books.
Gillian Flynn.
Yeah, that lots of book clubs read, and you either hate or you love the ending. And I'm really excited to see the movie.
And this has a great supporting cast. Rosamund Pike is the wife. I can't remember. Kim Dickens is one of the investigating detectives. She's been great in Treme. A lot of great. Patrick Fugit, who was in Almost Famous 10 years ago, or something like that.
Oh gosh,
more
it's
than
been
that.
longer than that.
So this and Tyler Perry in another. Tyler Perry's getting the hard-hitting roles, yeah. So it'll be kind of interesting to see.
Yeah, that one's out October 3rd, and I think that'll be, it'll be a blockbuster, I think.
On a kind of lighter, but yeah, I'm going to say a lighter note, Book of Life. This is a movie, this is an animated movie, the only animated movie we're going to talk about this week, but it's kind of rolls out pre-Halloween, where they tie in aspects of Day of the Dead. It's a Mexican-themed storyline here, although I think Channing Tatum's in it, which is kind of Diego Luna's in it. The voice of Channing Tatum. But this looks very fun, really super colorful, lots of great animation, and a couple of different storylines going on. So I'm more to see how they pull it off. I'm really curious about this.
Yeah, it reminds me kind of an animated Baz Luhrmann movie.
Yes.
It's very theatrical and colorful, and I also think this will be really good. That one's out October 17th. Back to kind of another dark one. So the next movie I'm looking forward to is Interstellar. It stars Matthew McConaughey as
award-winning Matthew McConaughey.
Yes, we can say that now. He plays what looks like a single dad of 2 kids, and the trailer doesn't give a lot away, which I'm excited about. But we get the feeling that something catastrophic has happened on Earth. And in kind of the Bruce Willis Armageddon kind of thing, he's an engineer that they're trying to get to go into interstellar travel for the first time to fix this problem. Michael Caine's in it, who I love. He plays a small role, and it's from Christopher Nolan, so it's got the Batman-y music with it.
It would be very heavy themed, thematically dark. The other thing, though,
I think you'll feel your guts shaking too, just because it's going to be really like.
Well, and then Anne Hathaway. So this becomes, this becomes our
award-winning Anne Hathaway.
Award-winning Anne Hathaway. This becomes our best chance at reviving NASA, our most beautiful inner space traveling team of all time.
Yes. So that one comes out November 7th.
More on a grounded, down-to-earth Foxcatcher.
But still dark.
Still dark, but kind of interesting. Foxcatcher, this is the story of John DuPont, of the DuPont family. Rich man who kind of started developing an interest in wrestling, developed an academy for wrestling. Steve Carell plays John DuPont, and what happened when John DuPont eventually killed one of his famed wrestlers and somebody that he was advocating for. There was always a lot of questions.
Way to give away the end of the movie.
Well, I think everyone knows this story because it really happened.
Okay.
But I think the big thing here is that we're going to see Steve Carell. He's done a couple of bits.
He looks like he got stung by a bee in the face in this movie.
He does. He's got that kind of really dumbed look that he's really masters. And this is, I just think that I'm really curious to see.
Channing Tatum.
Again, Channing Tatum.
You like him, don't you?
He appears to be my lock.
He's your guy.
But Steve Carell in this, again, is a serious, somber role. I think it's something he can really pull off, and I'm really curious to see how it plays out.
Yeah, I'll be really honest. I see this, and I'm not super interested in it, but I think the acting is probably going to be enough to get me out to the theater.
That's okay, because I feel that way about your next movie.
Wild is
chick flick
based on another book that I read and loved. It's the story of Cheryl Strayed, who's from Minnesota actually, and after the death of her mother, she's going through a divorce. She's addicted to drugs. She decides to hike like 1,000 miles up through the Rocky Mountains, and it's kind of the story of her journey and what she discovers about herself. It is kind of a chick flick, I will admit that, but I think it'll again be a good one of those movies you can go out to after you've read the book and kind of rediscover what you loved about the book. So I don't know, that kind of takes us up through the holiday, which is a whole new season.
That's right.
A whole new season. So it'll be a good fall for movies, I'm thinking.
It'll be better than our summer.